Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. Firefighters called to a reported structure fire at a business on East 2nd Street in Hazleton Sunday night. Smoke and fire could be seen coming from Sammy's Bar and Grill at 428 East 2nd Street around 11 p.m. Two people also lived in an apartment unit above the business. They made it out okay. Firefighters were able to save a pet cat during the blaze. The bar was not opened at the time of the fire and no injuries were reported. A Pennsylvania State Police fire marshal called in to determine the cause of the Sunday night fire in Hazleton. Now over to Columbia County, where an overnight fire engulfed a home in Berwick. Fire crews were called out to the home on Fairview Avenue shortly after 2:30 Sunday morning. Heavy smoke and flames engulfed the structure as firefighters battled the blaze. There were no word on injuries or if the building was occupied at the time of that fire. The cause still under investigation. Shots rang out in the borough of Shenandoah Sunday night. Police were investigating the possible shooting at West Oak and South Gilbert Streets around 10 o'clock. Along with Shenandoah police, officers from Mahanoy City, Frackville, and State Police were all at the scene. No injuries were reported, and anyone who may have information on that incident is asked to contact Shenandoah Police Department at 570-462-1991. Police on the lookout for the individual or individuals involved in a hit and run in Rush Township. The incident happened on July 22nd in the parking lot of Walmart at 35 Plaza Drive in Hometown. A 2014 Toyota Corolla suffered damage. If anyone has information, they're asked to contact Rush Township Police at 570-668-4242. Authorities say a 10-year-old boy was found with a gunshot wound after he collapsed on the field shortly before the start of a game at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. Police say the boy was in right field Saturday for a promotional event for the Iron Pigs Harry Potter night when he fell to the ground. Police say an X-ray at a hospital revealed he had a bullet lodged in the back of his knee. He was taken to a trauma unit with an injury that was not considered to be life-threatening. Police say no gunshots were heard in the area, and there's no indication the shot came from within the park. Congressman Dan Muser recently announced that Mahanoy City has been awarded grants to purchase new equipment. $72,000 in federal grants comes from the U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development. It will be used to purchase a 2019 Ford Inceptor police car and Ford truck and plow. Muser said that the significant funding awarded to Mahanoy City will help promote a safer home for residents and increase coverage for its police force. Two United States senators joining together to introduce legislation to prevent domestic violence. Senators Bob Casey and Lisa Murkowski introduced the Family Violence Prevention and Services Improvement Act. Casey said more than 1,600 people died from domestic violence-related incidents during the last decade in Pennsylvania alone, and more than 10 million people in the U.S. are abused each year. The bill strengthens and updates the National Domestic Violence Hotline. It also expands prevention efforts and creates a new program that provides resources for underserved populations. Gunfire rang out at a California festival this weekend and left 3 people and the suspected shooter dead and at least 12 others injured. That shooting took place Sunday evening at the annual Gilroy Garlic Festival in Northern California, about 30 miles south of San Jose. Those killed were a 6-year-old boy, a 13-year-old girl, and a man in his 20s. The victims' injuries ranged from fair to serious. Witnesses reported seeing a second individual who may have also been involved in the shootings, though authorities have not yet determined how that second person may have been involved. A manhunt is currently underway for the suspect, and police are still looking for a motive. Coming up on Wyln News, a change at the helm of the Greater Hazleton Civic Partnership, plus looking for someone to fill a Luzerne County seat. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. More summer weather on the way with some showers and thunderstorms, and then less humidity toward the end of the week. We'll be right back.
TriCounty has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. TriCounty Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fair menu: G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
The summer of Jeep, Wrangler, Cherokee, All-American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Your new adventure starts now. Lease a new Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport 4x4 for $299 for 36 months. Let them hear you coming in the new Jeep Cherokee Latitude Plus 4x4. Lease for just $199 for 42 months. And get 0% for 60 months plus $1,000 in bonus cash on the 2019 Jeep Cherokee. Come see why you'll be kicking it during the summer of Jeep at allamericanjeep.net.
The man at the helm of the Greater Hazleton Civic Partnership will be stepping down. Executive Director Bob Skulski will be retiring August 7th. Skulski took the position back in 2001 after retiring from Tobyhanna Army Depot. He was hired by the partnership's chairman and former mayor Joe Yanuzzi. Skulski was one of the people responsible for developing the Greater Hazleton Rails to Trails. Skulski is grateful to all of the volunteers and board members who have served the Civic Partnership throughout the years, and Yanuzzi is said to succeed Skulski as the executive director. Luzerne County Council will continue to accept applications for a vacant council seat. Eugene Kelleher stepped down recently because he's moving out of the area. Among those who have submitted applications, Rick Morelli of Sugarloaf Township. Morelli served on council from 2012 to 2015 and was also on the commission that drafted the county's home rule charter. Applications will be accepted through August 2nd, and they do expect a decision could come by August 13th. The State Department of Health is in the process of a long overdue update of nursing home regulations. Department of Health Secretary Dr. Rachel Levine says it's the first time since 1999 that nursing home regulations are being updated. The department hopes to have proposed nursing home regulations available for the public to comment on by the end of the year. Levine can't say why it's taken so long for the regulations to be updated, but says the goal is to finally modernize them. It was Monday at the market today in Public Square, and our Julia Wiegand stopped by to check things out.
And that's another Monday at the market in the books. The event draws crowds of visitors to Public Square in Wilkes-Barre, where they can buy fresh fruits and vegetables from local farmers, grab a bite to eat from participating food vendors, and check out the variety of other vendors throughout Public Square. One booth you can check out next Monday is for Arbonne. Richard Rita will be there to promote their products and what they have to offer. which ranges from skincare to nutritional products and baby products, all 100% safe, beneficial, and vegan friendly.
I've been on it for 16 months now, and I went from over 230 plus pounds, as you can see in this photo. I've lost, like I said, 63 pounds. Before I started taking Arbonne and using it, my A1C level was at 11.9, triglycerides over 1,400, and that's some really bad numbers. Within the first 3 months of me using this Arbonne product, our detox and cleanse system, my A1C levels went from that 11.9 to a 5.4, and it's been maintaining ever since. I'm off my diabetic medication, and I have energy to spare.
Rita encourages anyone struggling with their immune system, diabetes, or with shedding some pounds to visit their booth or give them a call.
Feel free to stop by and try some of our products, our lotions and creams that we also sell, and we also carry a sport line where for pre, during, and post-workout, and that product is also a very fantastic product.
Another booth you can check out is PT Reptiles PA. There, Peter Rushton will be showcasing some of what their place has to offer in Cresco, just north of Stroudsburg.
What we do is we do educational programs with children and adults throughout northeast Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey. This little guy is a 4-year-old American alligator. His name is Kenai, and he's probably 3.5, 4 feet long already. He's a conditioned animal that behaves pretty well in public now.
Rushton's been doing this now for more than 20 years. His true passion is really children, but followed closely by animals.
We have tortoises, snakes, lizards, frogs, toads, spiders and scorpions. All the animals we have can be held and touched by the children, as well as a educational side to every program.
People can stop by Public Square from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. every Monday until August 19th for Mondays at the Market. Reporting in Wilkes-Barre for Wyln News, I'm Julia Wiegand.
Hope Julia didn't bring anybody home in her camera bag. Certain taco seasonings are being recalled over concerns of salmonella contamination. Williams Food LLC recalling the products that are now listed on your screen. The seasonings contain a cumin spice that was involved in a salmonella recall. Customers who have purchased these products are urged to return them to the store for a full refund. There have been no reports of illnesses to date. Consumers with questions can also call 1-800-847-5608. Coming up on Wilkes-Barre City's News Choice, a very first coming to Hazleton this Saturday. Plus, especially if you have young children, it's one song you know whether you want to or not. And now, Baby Shark at the breakfast table? Stay with us.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Pocono Raceway is summertime, where the kids are free, where fans become friends, where good times roll. And the racing is always a little tricky. Bring your friends. Bring your family. Just bring it. Pocono style. New this year, the Great Pocono Raceway Air Show.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Today, we're talking with the U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, David Freed. Nice to have you with us on Community and You.
Thank you.
And you are going to tell us about neighborhoods?
Sure. Project Safe Neighborhoods is a national program rolled out by the Justice Department. This is actually, we call it PSN. This is actually PSN 2.0. The original PSN was back a few years ago when George W. Bush was president. They rolled it out. And based on a program of research and community engagement, law enforcement, to try to put assets to areas of greatest need. And what was shown in the original PSN program, you might remember in the Middle District there were some billboards, do gun crime, get federal time, that sort of thing. And there was some grant money available. That was spread out throughout the district. And what that showed across the country was these sorts of programs can reduce violent crime. Depending on where you are, by large percentages or smaller percentages, depending on your problem. So what this administration saw, I think, when it came in, was violent crime had ticked back up in 2015 and 2016. So a priority of former Attorney General Sessions now being carried on by Attorney General Barr, who I had the opportunity to meet the other day in Washington, sat and said hello, talked about the district a little bit. So that was a great thrill. For me, but this administration said let's get back to PSN. PSN worked, and so that's where we are. So in the Middle District of Pennsylvania, what we've decided to do is really put those efforts into what we see as areas of greatest need. So what does that look like in the Middle District of Pennsylvania? Well, it looks like City of York, City of Harrisburg, generally Wilkes-Barre, Scranton a little bit, Wilkes-Barre, Hazleton, and Williamsport. So around here. Mostly it's efforts going on working with the folks in Wilkes-Barre, Luzerne County DA's office to try to get at violent crime. Now, make no mistake, the heroin and opioids issue is part of this, right? Because violent crime and drug dealing go hand in hand. Guns and drug dealing go hand in hand. So we take a pretty expansive view of what Project Safe Neighborhoods means. If we want safe neighborhoods, we've got to attack violent crime and drugs.
So this is from the law enforcement point of view. Are there things that ordinary citizens can do in order to be involved in Project Safe Neighborhood?
Sure. What the part that, and I was looking at some of the statistics that come out from the department, and what we're really good at, especially in the Justice Department, is forging partnerships with law enforcement. And I have to tell you, the Middle District of Pennsylvania, even before I got into this job, I was a DA before this. This district is known for our law enforcement partnerships, federal, state partnerships, working really well with locals and state together. We don't fight over cases. We send the case to the best place for the case to have success. And so we're really good at the law enforcement part. Where we need to be better is community engagement, engaging with the victims groups. And what people can do is try to get involved. If they've been victims of crime, get involved with victim groups, neighborhood watches, community groups, because those are the sorts of partnerships we're looking for. Just recently, a couple of weeks ago, I had an opportunity to meet with three folks, one man who's lost a brother and a sister to an opioid overdose, a woman who lost her son, and a woman who lost her daughter. And they reached out to me. They're very active. They go to Wilkes-Barre City Council, Hazleton Council, Luzerne County Council. Yeah, it's Council in Luzerne. I have a lot of counties in the Middle District. I have to remember how things are set up. And engage. And they wanted to engage with us in terms of, how can we get more federal assistance? And we know we're working well with partnerships. So I had a wonderful opportunity to sit down with them and actually had letters that they generated from City Council in Hazleton and Wilkes-Barre and from the Luzerne County Council that I handed over to the Attorney General just this week. And I said, we are looking for as much support as we can get here. We're working together, but we could always use more support.
Now, obviously, you are on the bigger level than county council, city council. So if somebody has something, what would you suggest? Would you suggest starting at that level, or is there a way that they would need to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. Well, you can always get in touch with us. We're on the web, Middle District of Pennsylvania. Just Google it and you can find the website. That's how the folks from Luzerne County got involved. They just reached out to the office. And I said I'd be happy to meet with them, and we had an outstanding meeting. So that's one way to go if you think that it's if a person thinks maybe some federal help would be helpful or would like to engage or ask questions. Now, to me, because I come from that local background too, I think starting local is the best place to start, whether it's your neighborhood, township, borough, city. Start that way, because around here, we really do have some good relationships. And if the issue is serious enough, I think it'll find its way up there. And I think what we've seen is attacking these issues at the neighborhood level is absolutely the way to go. It doesn't matter that I'm a federal prosecutor and I work with FBI and DEA and ATF. We're still attacking these problems at the neighborhood level.
But it's somebody like you that can get those other folks involved if it becomes that it's that much of a problem.
Sure. One of the things that the U.S. Attorney can do, just like DA Salavantis can do in Luzerne County or DA Powell can do in Lackawanna County, we can be conveners. Right. Well, one thing that people will do is they'll answer the phone when I call, and if we invite them to a meeting, they'll usually come to a meeting, and so we can convene those groups. Another recent development that we had, and I think it was about a month ago. My schedule's so full, it's hard to keep track, but we had an excellent meeting at Wilkes with members of the Luzerne County Medical Society. Mm-hmm. So there were some law enforcement folks in there, and there were physicians, everyone from pain management to emergency medicine to family medicine. There was a professor of pharmacy from Wilkes there, and we had a great meeting. Just talked about, there was a trauma surgeon there, and talked about issues. What can we do? How can we combat these overprescribing issues, and just the impact on the community and physicians are having. There was a dentist there from Pittston who was outstanding and very engaged in the project. So we're looking forward to continuing that. So it's those sorts of groups. It was a group of doctors. Could be just a group of citizens, could be a victims group, anybody. I think we all work together, we're going to do better.
And I'm just glad that you were there when I called, and hopefully you'll come back again.
Absolutely.
All right. We'd like to thank once again U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Pennsylvania, David Freed, for joining us, and thank you. And we'll see you again on Community and You.
AllCare Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call AllCare Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
A sense of self-worth, of purpose after war. It can be found by having the courage to learn new things and experience new adventures. We develop confidence through accomplishment. If you're a combat veteran struggling with the scars of war, consider getting into the outdoors. The outdoors has really helped me cope, and it just might help you too. Get out of the house, experience life and the healing power of nature.
Watch Staff Sergeant Olson heal the wounds of war through outdoor activities. Watch Warrior Summit Outdoors.
Blues, Brews, and BBQ. What better way to spend this Saturday? The first annual Gottstein and Young Festival is coming up this weekend. The event takes place this Saturday, August 3rd, on the lawns of Elevate at 700 North Church Street. We spoke this afternoon with the organizers who talk about what you can expect.
Dustin Douglas will be going on first. Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentlemen, which is a blues rock band. Then we have Teddy Young and the Aces, which is also a blues rock band. And the Merchants of Groove are a 5-piece, more traditional blues band.
The outdoor festival will also feature food and vendors and, of course, fun for the whole family.
A nice park type area. Bring your blankets, your kids, your lawn chairs. We're going to have food vendors. We're going to have all kinds of great things going on here Saturday, August the 3rd.
So mark your calendars, the Gottstein and Young First Annual Blues, Brews, and BBQ Festival, taking place from 2 until 7 p.m. this Saturday on the grounds of Elevate at 15th and North Church Streets in Hazleton. The Hazleton Police Department on the lookout for the owner of a bicycle that they found over the weekend. A black Mongoose Brawler BMX-style bike found in the area of 650 East Broad Street, July 27th. The bicycle can be claimed at the Hazleton Police Department in City Hall. Now, they think I'm going to sing this for you, but I'm not. I'll just say Baby Shark, do-do-do-do, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's now becoming a breakfast staple for children and fans of the popular YouTube song and video. The Kellogg's Company announcing on Friday it will be releasing Baby Shark cereal. It will be available at Sam's Club on August 17th. Walmart will stock their shelves with the cereal in late September. The limited edition cereal will feature berry-flavored loops and marshmallows. Do-do-do-do. Though it's not being released in time for Shark Week, we're sure it's going to be a hit, just like the catchy tune, which I happen to like. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
Do you have a bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, rehearsal dinner, or other important event coming up? Call us at Booty's Place to book our elegant private upstairs dining room. It offers a seating capacity of up to 50 people, a private bar, and elevator for easy access, or you can book the entire upstairs for an even larger event. Whether you wish to have your event at Booty's Place or want to have it catered, contact us about our delicious options. 570-455-5551. Let us help make your special day a big success. Booty's Place, definitely the best.
Have your event with Whitetail, graduation, birthday, bachelor, reunion parties? They have the most tranquil backyard experience with beautiful mountains in the background. If your company or business wants a different alternative to a golf outing, they have outings that can accommodate you. You can have the entire facility to yourself. They will work with you to set up your day of events. Sporting clay competitions, trap and wobble trap games, skeet. After a day of shooting, you'll return